待て。額当てを置いていってもらう。
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 worst things Naruto has ever done. For this list, we'll be looking at the most indefensible actions committed by the #1 knuckle-headed ninja.
よし。今回、中忍にあげるのは、サラダで決定だな。
Number 20, farting his way to victory. During the preliminary fights in the Chunin exams, Naruto is paired up against Kiba. It sounds pretty straightforward, right? But in what can only be described as a gross party trick, the immature ninja decides to fart right in his opponent's face. We wish we were kidding.
Ah!
A win is a win, but it doesn't make the village look too good when their ninja have to pass gas to claim victory. It wasn't even a calculated move.
勝者、渦巻きナルト。
What's more, he does it again in Shippuden just to really rub salt in the wound. If this is truly Naruto's ultimate weapon, it's no wonder he never passed the Chunin exams. Number 19, getting Kawaki to guard Kai. Let's lay all of the facts on the table. Kai is a VIP exchange student who is currently being targeted by vengeful assassins. Naruto and his friends are some of the most powerful ninjas alive. So why in the name of 6 paths does he think recruiting Kawaki to protect her is a good idea?
その子は命を狙われている。
誰にだ？
彼女が死ねば継承権が回ってくる連中の誰かだ。
For one, he hasn't even graduated from the Ninja Academy. 2, the Otsutsuki clan could attack at any moment. 3, there's a literal village of trained ninja who are better suited for the job. We could go on, but you get the point. When this whole situation goes horribly wrong, Naruto has no one to blame but himself.
とにかく、これ以上護衛を続けさせるわけにはいかない。お前には任務から外れてもらうぞ。
Number 18, walking right into Haku's ice mirrors. Every profession has a learning curve, but life or death ninja operations don't leave much room for error. Not that Naruto seems to care. When Sasuke gets pinned down in the middle of Haku's demonic ice crystals, his teammate decides to valiantly save him. How, you ask? Well, if you think it's by subduing Haku or melting the mirrors, you'd be wrong. Instead, Naruto's grand plan to rescue Sasuke is to put himself in the death trap too.
Yo! 助けに来たぞ!
Thanks to that thick-headed decision-making, the number of ninja in need of rescuing just doubled.
さすが意外性No.1の忍者だ。助立ちに来てどんどん状況を悪化させてやがるな。
If Haku had been aiming to kill, this would have been the first and last mistake Naruto ever made. Number 17, he let Kawaki live with him. Where's the best place to hide one of the Otsutsuki clan's most wanted ninja? If you ask Naruto, the answer would be under his own roof.
今日からここがお前の家だ。
There's a million reasons why this is a bad idea, and Shikamaru lists just about all of them. His main point being that Naruto's actively putting his own family at risk.
お前、カーマのガキ。
なんでお前が俺ん家にいんだよ!
The Kara are after Kawaki, and because of Naruto's actions, the villain's first stop is the Uzumaki family living room. What if Hinata or Himawari had been home? Naruto was trying to do the right thing by Kawaki, but he could have done it in a way that didn't put a bullseye on his own family.
謝るよ、渦巻きナルト。土足で上がり込んでしまってすまない。
Number 16, snoozing through a civil war. On paper, Naruto sent his firstborn squad on a simple escort mission to the Hidden Mist. But one attack from a splinter clan later, and this low-rank operation turned into a battle for the whole village. At this point, someone far more experienced should have bailed Boruto and the others out, but that doesn't happen. Instead, Naruto sits behind his desk, twiddling his thumbs, while his son becomes entangled in an all-out civil war. Keep in mind, Boruto almost dies, putting an end to the bloodshed. There's just no reason Naruto didn't step in to resolve this. If not as a father, then at least as one of the 5 Kage.
今回はご苦労だったな。長十郎から連絡は受けているってばよ。
Number 15, he's still a genin. Naruto spent his whole life dreaming of becoming Hokage, but he forgot a pretty major step along the way, passing the Chunin exams. Admittedly, Naruto is a bit busy saving the world throughout most of his teenage years, so Kakashi made an exception for him. If Naruto just did a bit of studying, he'd be double promoted to a jonin. Seems fair enough. The issue is that apparently Naruto never even did that.
勉強だと！やだ！やだ！やだ！やだ！勉強するくらいなら下人のままでいいってばよ！
Even with the lax rule set, he still laughs about being a genin, well into Boruto. It can't be great for village morale when most of the ninja are a higher rank than the person they're reporting to.
あ、そうや！なんだかんだで中任試験受けてねえから、俺も下人のままだったわ。
Number 14, enlisting in the war efforts. The entire point of the Great Shinobi War is to keep Naruto safe. But naturally, he decides to ignore all that and march straight into the front lines. He's not even at full power either. In fact, Naruto had literally just figured out how to control his Nine-Tails chakra at all. Not only that, he also spreads his energy thin with hundreds of shadow clones too. He may have had good intentions, but Naruto's recklessness only made Kaguya's job all that much easier.
綱手のばあちゃんなら分かってくれたろ！俺がこの戦争を止めてみせる！行かせてくれ！
You could argue that her forces would have won either way, but if Naruto had stayed in hiding, it would have at least brought the world a few more days of peace.
おじいちゃんが言ってた。
大筒木、かぐや。
Number 13, Mushroom Addiction. It's a good thing this happened in a filler episode, because Naruto would probably prefer most people skip it. Let's just say, in a not-so-mature moment at sea, he and Might Guy decide to start ingesting mushrooms. Mushrooms that, as it turns out, are highly addictive and poisonous.
待てってばよ！俺も本当だな、これうまいってばよ、止まらないってばよ。
It's pretty odd to see the world's so-called hero become enamored with a hallucinogen, especially with the foreknowledge that he becomes Hokage.
そこにまだキノコが残ってたってばよ。
このキノコは全て私のものだ。
Naruto may buck his addiction before the episode ends, but this is still an unfortunate black mark on his resume. For his sake, here's hoping Hinata never finds out, or he'll never hear the end of it. Number 12, letting the Nine-Tails take over a lot. Naruto's inner demons are a bit more literal than most. Whenever he gets pushed too far, they come out to play. But the grotesque transformation isn't just hard to look at, it's a clear and present danger to everyone around him. Just ask Jiraiya, or Pain, or Sakura. Or really anyone who's ever seen it face to face. While the sudden boost in power isn't anything to write off, the risk it posed was simply too high. And yet, that didn't stop Naruto from going beast mode on more than a few occasions. Until he made his pact with Kurama, this Nine-Tails form usually ended up hurting more people than it saved. Number 11. Blaming Tsunade for Jiraiya's death. When the pervy sage went off to investigate Pain, he knew he may not come back. Tsunade knew it too. You can practically feel the weight of their final scene together, which is why it stings so hard when Naruto has the gall to start pointing fingers.
なんでそんな無茶許したんだってばよ。ばあちゃんはエロ仙人の性格よく分かってたんだろう。たった一人でそんな危ねえところに。
よせ、ナルト。
Blinded by grief or not, he has no right to criticize how Tsunade handled things. After all, he only knew Jiraiya for a few years. Tsunade grew up with him. Implying that she sent her own friend to his death isn't just out of line, it's downright cruel. Especially since, if anyone has a right to be inconsolable right now, it's Tsunade.
エロ仙人が5代目ホカゲになってたら、Tsunadeのばあちゃんにこんな無茶はさせなかった。絶対。
Number 10. Vandalizing Hokage Rock. Naruto may want to become the Hokage, the leader of his ninja village, but he doesn't begin the series on a path towards that goal. Quite the opposite. One of the first things we see the orange-clad ninja in training do is to deface the massive monument to previous Hokages with paint. Naruto's only punishment after being berated by his teacher is to clean up the mess he's made. While it's true he's only 12 and can hardly pay for the damages with the money he doesn't have, in the real world, vandalizing a national monument would carry a far heavier sentence. Number 9. Not telling Konohamaru his student is Orochimaru's son.
君たちが屋上で揉めてる間にね、ちょっと見せてもらったんだ。
でかした美月。
Naruto's young protege, Konohamaru, ends up becoming the teacher of Naruto's son, Sasuke's daughter, as well as Mitsuki, the son/creation of Orochimaru.
お前たちに与えられる番号は第3版。
へえ、7班じゃないんだ。
そして担当は俺だこれ。
However, there's the small problem that Naruto neglected to tell Konohamaru of Mitsuki's origins, given that Orochimaru killed Konohamaru's grandfather.
どういうことですか、7代目。
コノハマル。美月はオロチマルの息子なんだ。
Granted, Naruto kept Mitsuki's identity a secret from almost all the village, and no one should be judged for the sins of their parents, but you'd think he would have told the man in charge of teaching and leading the boy something that would cut so close to home.
お前のじいちゃんの仇だ。
じゃあどうして美月を俺の班に入れたんですか。
Number 8. Stealing a forbidden scroll.
ナルト君が封印の書を持ち出したらしく。封印の書ですって。
One of Naruto's defining traits is his thirst to improve himself and be accepted. So when he fails his test to become a ninja, a corrupt teacher suggests that he steal a forbidden scroll to prove his skills, in order to take the scroll for himself and conveniently point the blame at Naruto.
使い方によっては、もし里の外に持ち出されたらそれこそ一大事。ナルトを連れ戻すのじゃ。
Although the shadow clone technique Naruto learns from the scroll enables him to defeat the teacher and become one of his signature moves, he still broke the law and committed theft. Once again though, he merely gets a slap on the wrist.
もう心配することはない。ホカゲ様。もうじき
帰ってくるじゃろう。
Number 7. Teaching Sexy Jutsu to a kid. One of Naruto's more absurd signature moves involves him altering his appearance into a nude female version of himself to use against perverted opponents to catch them all off guard. This ridiculous technique proves useful a surprising number of times, despite or because of how risque it is. His least admirable use of it, though, occurs when he teaches it to Konohamaru.
Henge! どうだ似てるかこれ服とかなどこがよいいですかお孫さんは私に変化するときはもっと可愛い変化してくださいね
Oh, did we mention that the kid was just 8 years old at the time? Granted, Naruto is 12 when he does it, but it's still not a great idea to instruct a minor how to attract older men with a gender-bending magical ninja move, regardless of age.
あれ聞かね
なんというお劇になってさ私は紳士ですそのような超低俗な術には決してかかりませんぞ
Number 6. It took abduction for him to understand romantic love. For all his faults and wrongdoings, Naruto does have good qualities and even admirers such as Hinata, who even confesses her love to him and nearly dies shortly afterwards.
私はナルト君が大好きだから
However, while the fact that Naruto doesn't respond to her feelings after this is bad enough, what's worse is that it takes Hinata being kidnapped by a guy from the moon, yes, really, for Naruto to properly figure out what Hinata meant to him in return.
古からの定めだ日向は僕と結婚する
We'll admit that Naruto lacked proper examples of love growing up, but you'd think after chasing after Sakura for so long, he'd have learned something.
ひなたナルト君
Speaking of which,
私の人道だから
Number 5, impersonating Sasuke to get Sakura to kiss him. For much of the franchise, Naruto pines fruitlessly after his teammate Sakura Haruno, who, in turn, has a crush on their other teammate, Sasuke Uchiha.
さくらちゃんが俺のこと見てるちょっとさくらおはようさくらちゃんどいておはようサスケくん
Early on, Naruto enacts a rather scummy scheme whereby he ties up Sasuke and assumes his appearance in order to get Sakura, who initially despises him, to kiss him.
さくらちゃんをなんで好きなのか今やっと分かった気がする
While it doesn't work, thanks to some convenient indigestion, it's still identity theft, and him trying to trick Sakura into kissing him is damn low. We love you, Naruto, but you were a terrible kid. Well, at least at first. Number 4, humiliating his son in front of everyone.
よって渦巻ボルトは失格今までの試合結果をどうするかはこれから審議だ
When Naruto does eventually become Hokage, his kids, especially his son Boruto, have a lot to live up to. It's this high expectation, among other things, that leads Boruto to cheat and use an illegal ninja tool during the Chunin exams, a test for young ninjas.
俺は父ちゃんに見せつけなきゃならねえんだ俺がやれるってこと試練
Instead of quietly removing his son from the arena, Naruto publicly disqualifies Boruto, humiliating him in front of a crowd.
どういうことだこれは
While we certainly don't condone cheating in any sort of event, Naruto didn't need to be so blatant about it, and he could have easily shielded Boruto from public ridicule.
お前は忍者失格だ
Number 3, making friends with those who killed his parents.
向こうのマダラの時はサンキューな 力をくれてあれ助かった。
なんかするな気持ち悪い。
Naruto tends to make his enemies into his friends or allies with startling regularity throughout his story, but one of the most bizarre and inexplicable is the fact that he befriends both the nine-tailed fox that was sealed inside him that killed his parents, as well as the mastermind who took control of the fox to do it. In the fox's case, making friends with him makes some sense, since working together grants Naruto greater strength and abilities. Still, we can't help but feel like making friends with the one responsible for his parents' deaths is kind of spitting on their sacrifice, even if the world is at stake, and no matter how much Naruto relates to him.
お前こそこっちへ来い。Obito!
Number 2, his obsession with Sasuke. One of the defining relationships in Naruto's life is his friendship/rivalry with his teammate Sasuke, for better or for worse.
お前はオロチマルなんかにはやらねえってばよ。
Fierce and competitive rivals, both of them are orphaned and have similar backgrounds, yet have fundamentally different outlooks on life. Eventually, Sasuke betrays the village and leaves to seek out power to get revenge. However, Naruto never gives up on his friend, even when Sasuke tries to kill him, and Sakura, and their friends, and attacks a summit between ninja villages, and kills a corrupt village elder who's the temporary Hokage, and plans to destroy their entire village, and, well, you know, you get the idea.
サスケをうちかサスケを始末すんのやめてもらいてえんだ。
At a certain point, Naruto's friendship with Sasuke becomes an unhealthy attachment, and while devotion to a friend is admirable, we would have written Sasuke off personally.
お前のやってることはわかるってばよ。
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, neglecting his family.
なんで俺の父ちゃんがホカゲなんだよ。
While most of Naruto's previous faults are due to the inexperience of youth, his worst failings occur as an adult.
悪いひなた、ちょっと行かなきゃなんだ。またかよ。ちょっと厄介なことが起こっ。いつもそうだ。
After finally becoming Hokage, Naruto spends much of his time working as the village leader, to the point where he neglects his wife and children.
この間ボルトの誕生日だったんだろ？
ああ、あいつには悪いことしちまった。でも今の俺はホカゲだ。
One particularly egregious example occurs when Naruto sends off one of these clones to attend his daughter's birthday, despite promising to attend himself. What was Naruto's ninja way again? I never go back on my word. Yeah, that's right.
まっすぐ自分の言葉を曲げねえ。それが俺の人道だ。
So, not only is he letting down his family, he's also betraying his own fundamental ethos for paperwork.
ちゃんと向き合ってくれてたら今こんな状況にはなってねえってばさ。
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.